Redditors assemble. r/AskReddit. People who sleep naked. What is your plan in case of a fire or murder? Same thing, just nude. Yep, my ex slept nude. His apartment, in Chicago in the dead of winter, caught fire in the middle of the night. What did he do? He got carried out of there by the firefighters buck naked. They don't call them heroes for nothing. PSX was fine. Still sleeps nude AFAIK. Sir, your apartment is on fire. We're going to get. Ooh, he's nude. Guys, pause the rescue. We'll wait while he puts on some clothes. This protective uniform doesn't keep us safe from cooties. Pause the fire. Bold of you to assume I will wake up and have a plan. I had one of those when I was living with my dad. Fire caught in our plastic garbage bin outside. Middle of the night. My dad woke up and saw the fire, called the authorities and went to wake me up. He thought I'd wake up, but I remember being half foggy, seeing 2 fire trucks outside my window and going back to bed thinking they got it. Back to sleep. Apparently, they almost didn't get it, and in the midst of that chaos, my father didn't even realize I wasn't out of the house yet. I slept through it all and didn't even wake up until my alarm went off for me to go to school. That's some next level sleeping there. Yeah, I sleep like a brick. Got it from my dad actually. Still a miracle he woke up in the middle of the night for that. He said he got a feeling something was wrong in his sleep and it woke him up. I have quite the gift of sleep. From the second I lay my head down on the pillow up until my alarm goes off at 6:45, it takes a lot to wake me up. You lucky bastard. Helicopter dong either puts out the fire or achieves emergency escape propulsion, probably going to dissuade the murderer from murdering. Also, use a fire extinguisher. Naked. Fight the intruder. Naked. I don't sleep naked, but I'll strip down to fight an intruder. If I've learned anything from watching cop videos is nakedness grants you superpowers. It's not superpowers, it's a mind game. You ever consider the logistics of fighting a naked person? There's a lot to keep track of. I don't care how much of a tough guy you are. When another man's junk grazing against your face is a real possibility, you're gonna be nervous, and nervousness leads to mistakes. Nobody wants to be the home invader who got knocked out by a naked homeowner who then took a selfie pressing his dong down your forehead like a medieval helmet. When you have the mental edge that being naked provides, you don't need superpowers. This is basic sports psychology. 100% guaranteed would teabag unconscious home invader repeatedly while texting photos and an explanation to every contact an invader's phone. You'd have to make him unlock his phone first, but at this point it's not a matter of practicality, nor is it a matter of logistics, but one of dominance. I keep a pair of shorts and a t-shirt next to my bed, my phone hung on the wall between my window and bed, and my wallet on a table near my door. You are ready. He's going to give the murderer his wallet so freaking fast he won't know what to do. Might I introduce you to the robe? Like an outfit, but more comfortable and easier to don in a pinch, and to stop your head getting cold, it is best paired with a wizard hat. I'm gonna go out like I came in, screaming and kicking. David Lister. You can't kick death in the nuts. If he comes near me, I'm gonna rip his nipples off. You're about to do the biggest splits of your entire life. I get blown up. Then, criminals of Reddit. What is your plan when you break into my house and see a naked man running straight towards you? I think this is the real question. Guns versus buns. Rifles versus rifles. Daggers versus ballbaggers. Daggers versus saggers. Not fire or murderer, but kinda close. I sleep naked, so a few days ago I woke up hearing someone in my yard, picking through my shit. I have very expensive diving gear there and a few more stuff. I went outside naked with a morning erection starting to yell at the guy and push him out of my yard. He tried to take my spear gun. He was drunk and harmless to be honest, but still, very stressful. I didn't really care I was naked. I went outside naked with a morning erection. He tried to take my spear gun. Is this some kind of euphemism? Well yes I was going after some blowfish. I'd probably put some clothes on before I planned a murder or started a fire. Ah, the old Reddits Wait, do we do this anymore? Hold my jacket? I'm going in. There's nowhere to go. Just hold his jacket, bro. I sleep naked. I woke up randomly one night, confused and disoriented. The house was full of a thick smoke from my knees up, and the stench was nearly unbearable. What happened was I had been burning sticks of incense, and I would just stick them upright in an old candle. I probably amassed a good 100 plus sticks up to that night. I went to bed with only, well, the whole mass of tiny sticks went up like a smoke grenade. When I jumped out of bed, I ran to my back door and grabbed the fire extinguisher, then ran around from room to room like 4 or 5 times looking for fire. Then I grabbed my cats, who were just chilling in the living room like this is fine, and tossed their asses outside. My next idea was to grab my PC, so I ran into my office and started disconnecting things. That's when I saw the smoke billowing from the old candle incense graveyard. I then opened all the windows and doors, calming down. Then I realized that my cats were probably running away. I tossed a house coat on with no belt and ran outside with a flashlight. I probably looked like a frickin' nutcase outside with my junk hanging out, waving a flashlight, loudly going Pacific Standard Time, Pacific Standard Time, Pacific Standard Time, Pacific Standard Time, Pacific Standard Time at 2 a.m., with a Snoop Dogg amount of smoke coming out of every hole in my house. I spent the next several hours waving a large Rubbermaid container lid around in every room to dissipate the smoke before the wife got home from work. The answer is that I have no plan. Next time, call the fire department. We have giant fans that can clear the smoke from your house in no time. And don't worry about sleeping in the nude. We've seen it all. Just get out and be safe. Can confirm firefighters do not care if you are naked when there is an emergency. Friend having a heart attack. Opened door for first responders naked as a blue jay and all they cared about was their patient. Good job, first responders. Was the heart attack related to your nakedness? Winking face. JK, good on you for getting your friend help. I trust Texans. Commence sleeping in nude. If you're me and your dad sets the alarm off from his phone while you're home alone, you would wrap a blanket around yourself and run downstairs. Trip on the blanket while running. Decide it's better to be naked than dead and ditch the blanket. Grab your brother's pants and button-down shirt that are hanging on the stairwell. Run outside and get dressed in the middle of the road. Try to button the shirt, but fail. BC, you thought someone broke in, so your hands are shaking uncontrollably. Run half a mile down the road in your 6'3" brother's khakis with your arms wrapped around your chest to keep the shirt on. Notice your dad drive past you on his way to turn off the alarm. See your dad's car slam on the brakes and make a U-turn. Get picked up by your dad, who is laughing so hard he can't speak. I read this thinking it was a fire alarm and was thinking, why is this person reacting to a fire like a bomb threat? I've always been irrationally afraid of someone breaking in. And until I was like 14, I couldn't sleep until I checked all the doors and alarm. Words can't describe the sheer terror I felt that day. That irrational fear kept your ancestors alive, my friend. First Silver. Whoa! Sleeping naked literally is my plan in both those cases. If the house is on fire, I assume it would be warm. Probably excessively so. By already being naked, I have a few seconds advantage on the heat becoming unbearable. If a murderer enters the house while I'm asleep, I figure the best course of defense is to scare them off. I'm not by nature a frightening man, but I figured to a nighttime intruder, an angry naked guy running at you, balls swinging freely, would be somewhat intimidating. Alexa, red alert. Hadaway's What is Love starts playing full blast and all your Hue lights come on a muted red. Wait, is this possible now with house robots? Yes. My grandfather used to sleep naked. Someone broke in the house once, and not only did he chase them out, he ran after them down the street. Gramps gave 0 fricks. I sure do miss him. This happened to me years ago when I was still a student living in digs close to varsity. Early one morning, my now wife was woken by movement in the bedroom. There was an intruder who had climbed in through our sash window and was rifling through her handbag. She let out an almighty scream, and she was an opera student, so she really could scream. I woke up to see intruder's backside exiting through the window, so I jumped out of bed and gave chase. I was damn close to catching him, but he ducked down into the railway line reserve at the end of the street. It was here that my feet really started to get hurt on shards of broken glass, so I had to stop my chase. Then I realized that I was completely naked. The 200-meter walk down the street was interesting. Everyone had come out to see what the fuss was about and saw this breathless, naked young student sauntering down the road. I decided to just brazen it out and not put my embarrassment on display. So I just strolled along till I got home. I earned legend points that morning. It also helped that I was in really good physical condition. But in the heat of that fight or flight adrenaline-charged moment, the last thing I thought about was my clothes. Thanks for my first gold, kind stranger. One of the things I've learned in life is that if you can't do it gracefully, you may as well do it boldly and naked. I know a guy who was walking with his mom and someone grabbed her purse. He gave chase without thinking. He heard a loud bang, but ignored it and carried on. After a couple hundred more meters, the guy dropped the bag. He picked up the bag and started to walk back to her when he realized his chest hurt. He rubbed at his chest to find a load of blood. That bang he heard? Yeah, the guy had shot him. The adrenaline completely blocked the pain from the gunshot. He survived and was fine, but he dines out about the time that he chased the guy down, and even shooting him in the chest didn't stop him from getting his mom's bag back. And I don't blame him. That purse snatcher must have been pretty freaking scared. Provided he's not dead, he probably still tells the story about the crazy guy who kept up the chase even after being shot. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button and leave a comment which story you liked the most. Subscribe and hit the bell notification for updates on our latest videos. And don't forget to check the links in the description box for more awesome content.